What are you doing, you strange dog? He's on the bed. But she's standing on the bed. Horror. She's a complete horror. All right, where am I? I need to redo this so that I can see myself. Oh, look at that. I am a Stargate fruit jelly. There we are. All here. Looking at my chat. Here I go. Do not look at yourself. There's just nothing more miserable than looking at myself. Changes you made may not be saved. Okay. That's fine with me. Hello, Inquiitis. How are you? How are you this fine evening? It is evening. Very good. So I'm on full alert. My little mummy has had her knee replaced. She's a bionic mummy now. So I've got to keep an eye on the messages, make sure that she's not having any trouble. So, anyways, I have burned and learned. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I've done my duty as a flabby old Stargate guy to try to stay vaguely fit. Weirdly, not a New Year's Eve resolution. This started before New Year's for a change. Wow, look at everyone popping in. Hello, Rebecca, Garrett, Eternal Noob, Shelley Bell, Caliber Pictures from Germany, hello. Ryan Johnson, Kyle Hunter, Patricio, Helen C, Gio Detan, Anquiitis, of course, hello, Anquiitis. Captain Catherine, you fabulous Catherine. Black Metal Werewolf, rocking it as always. Jazzy M, Onyx Draconis, the most generous of all the stream chatters. Thank you for joining us again. Katziana, Katstiana. That's not a great name to say. Captain Clungeface, or Clungeface? Captain Clungeface? Howdy to you. And CSJ990. Hello, CSJ990. CSJ90. All right, this is a burn and learn. This is my bid to stay alive and fit long enough to enjoy my golden years with my brilliant, beautiful wife, Jane, my fabulous son, Sebastian, and the wretched, most horrible beast from hell that is Huzzah. Huzzah, who attacked me the moment I left my freezing cold bunker of torture device exercise that I've done. Hey, buddy, I'm just doing my burn and learn. That's my son returning with news of a new all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant that he's gone to. Boy, that sounds like you are courting disaster with that, I would think. James Jordan, what comes after the golden years? I don't know. What do I normally? I changed up. There was one I used to say that I really liked. I have to go look it up. I try to how to enjoy to something. My bid to stay alive and fit long enough to enjoy my something years. I don't know what it was. Anyway, silver years. If you believe comic books, yeah, it's true. Or the golden. I'm more of the golden age now. I'm getting that old. I don't know what comes after that. What comes after the golden years? I don't know. What do you get? What do I get? I don't even know what wedding anniversary I'm on. I'm supposed to be giving pewter or something at this point, I imagine. A lovely cup of tea. Lovely cup of tea. You know what I started doing? Because of you fine folks, I started trying to design some Tech Bandits cups. Like literally, like a bio bandit and like a biology bandit and an astrophysics bandit. And I started playing with some of the robot bandit and stuff. My son said, well, why don't you add some science to it? Which I thought was neat. He was saying that, I can't remember who it was. One of the YouTubers he likes actually has things like, if you drink this much water, this is as much, whatever it is as there is in the universe or whatever. I mean, there's just lots of things like that. So maybe if you can think of anything cool in that regard, let me know. Because it could kind of be fun to have like something biology related that, yeah, I don't know, some kind of biology fact maybe or something that I could put on the cup as well to really stamp it as like, I like biology. I like astrophysics. I like physics. I like whatever. You know what I mean? Robots. I like learning. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them we could do that. The idea being is each Tech Bandit could be a different one. Wolf Pup, how the hell are you? Should do a Wolf Pup one too, actually. Should have a Wolf Pup cup. The Wolf Pup cup. There you go. Oh God, not sparkling people. Sparkling people. Sparkling people would be terrible. I've already tried that. It's the worst. It's the worst. I actually saw an interesting vampire movie the other day, which was the guy looked a bit like that kid in the new Batman, which I really liked. but it was sort of a really low-end vampire movie. It was kind of fun. I also watched one last night called Saving Grace, which had some really cool, creepy stuff in it. The ending was it got a bit silly. It was like they ran out of money or time or something, but there was some really fun stuff in it. And a kind of a fun concept that I didn't think particularly well fulfilled, but I got some spooky stuff in there, so not one that I would avoid. Cool Mavis 666 from the London, UK. Don't make Jane jealous. That's where Jane wants to be, London, UK. I found a whole new addiction, and it's the worst and best thing I've ever done. What do you got, Wolf Pup? Bring it on. What new rabbit hole are you going to send me down now? Wolf Pup, of course, one of our wonderful Tech Bandits. I haven't done Tech Bandits forever. At least I haven't done Tech Bandits live. I'm doing tons of escape room planning stuff for what I would call, next phase of Tech Bandits. And I've got an update about the escape room learning stuff that I will share with you all on my email of awesome awesomeness this week. So make sure you go over to techbandits.org, sign up for my newsletter, my email of awesome awesomeness. I'll read it to you. Literally read it to you. At the beginning of each of my emails, I have a YouTube video of me just basically reading and sort of getting a little off script of the entire email, so you don't have to worry about it. And then you can read it as well, and it's got all the links and pretty pictures and all that kind of stuff. So I'm also in England, live here, but am American. Very good, Katsiana. I have British, American, and Canadian passports, so I'm like the born identity without any of the cool, maneuvers. Love the newest letter. Read through it at work. Oh, fantastic! Thank you very much, Arbo. That's very good of you. I'm glad. Midnight Mass was fun. I enjoyed Midnight Mass. I hated it to start. I started watching. I was like, I don't know, Midnight Mass, and then I ended up absolutely loving it. I'll tell you though, it was eclipsed by Fall of the House of Usher, because I think that is truly one of his best things. That was magnificent. I really liked the Legend of Hill House, or Hell House, whatever, Hill House, I guess it was. Up until the ending got a bit silly, but there was some neat stuff there. Hello, Rodney says we rate, something like that. Something like that. But hello to you. Hi, David. How are you? Marco Maldini. I'm very good. Yourself. The Tao of Leadership. That's me with my T. That's it. And now a few words on leadership. I'm living. Oh, loving. You're living the House of Usher. I was like, that is terrible. No, it is really good. I've got to say, there's some good jump scares in there. There is some, I'm like a horror professional at this point, and I jumped out of my seat on a few of those. There were some really, really good ones. Oh, cool. They made Fall of the House of Usher miniseries. Yeah, it's not traditional in any way. It's not Fall of the House of Usher, but it has this wonderful sort of, it's a wonderful homage to Poe, and it has wonderful little things that the Poe fanatics, I'm told, all pick up on. I picked up on a few of them, but there are better Poe fans out there who can pick them up much better. Yeah, Wolf Pup, you doing awesome? What do you got? So what is Wolf Pup up to? I'm going Wolf Pup. Escape from Tarkov. I've been having so much fun and so much anger at this game. Okay. Good stream, little bro. Thank you, Boney123. Little bro. It's good to see you too. Welcome to our little chat of geekiness. How is the weather in England? Let me guess. Raining? I watch a lot of soccer. The rain comes down. Although, I gotta say, Toronto with the wind chill today was like minus 13. It was freaking miserable. I was out in the garage where my torture device is located, and I had socks on my hands because the machine is so cold. I'm going to figure out, I've got these little Wise smart plugs, and I'm going to plug one of them into a heater and turn it on facing the arm part of the elliptical, so that it could be warm a little when I get in there. I've also pulled a whole bunch of cables and stuff because my son has been doing bass lessons online, and is having a hard time. His coach, his music instructor, music tutor, his bass tutor, or whatever, is not. He has to have his bass at like full volume in order for the guy to hear it. So I found a little. Get this! I found a freaking mixer in the garbage. How's my sound, by the way? Am I good for sound? Speaking of sound, I found a perfectly good USB mixer, an M Audio mixer. Which I don't even know what they used to cost a fortune, but I know I didn't buy one because they were expensive. So I found this mixer in the garbage. It's the beauty of Christmas. When Christmas is over, you go hunting around. That is the best time for geek trash. Anyways, found this M Audio USB thing, which I'm hoping works. And if it works, I'm going to mix the bass in with his voice, and then mix it down into the computer so he can do his lessons and not have to be at full volume for obvious reasons. What do we got? Man, the Twitch app is glitchy. Had to switch to PC. Oh, really? Interesting, Captain Catherine. Okay, so Escape from Tarkov is 2 thumbs up from Wolfpop. I mean, you're saying you have so much fun and so much anger. Is the anger at your inability to do things, or is it your anger at other people stealing stuff? Like, where's that coming from? They have floods and wind hoses in England. They are having floods and wind hoses. Wind hoses? Windstorms, maybe? I don't. Yeah, okay. 8 degrees. Hello, how you doing? And how has your year been starting? So far, so good, Cheekstery. I mean, I made a considerable effort to make sure that I exercised the last day of 2023 so that I didn't feel like I was just starting in 2024. So I am determined to keep up some semblance of exercise every other day. If I can do more, I should. But right now, I'm sticking to my 50 minutes, 25 minutes forward, 25 minutes back. Today I did a lot. I had the resistance up for me. Normally I'm at 5. I did it at 6 today for the first half, and then I ended up bringing it down a bit because I was laboring under its horrible spell. What was the name of the Bermuda Triangle movie you were in? I think it was called The Triangle. Yeah, and you know who directed it? The guy who directed Cujo. It's a fun guy, interesting guy. Hey, David, comment va? Hey, David, comment va? Do I comment? Sometimes I comment. Lorenzo Vincenzo. I think tinkering with electronics. I love tinkering with electronics. Me too. Currently in the process of replacing the LED backlit bars in a 4K TV that was donated to me. Is this the? Did you also? Someone was changing the capacitors in an old monitor to get it working. I thought that was pretty neat. I saw that over on the Tech Bandits Discord, which is kind of neat. If you want to go check that out, it's worth it. Is the torture device that bad? It keeps you with us longer. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're looking at the positive, Shanna Emerson. I hate it. I truly, truly, truly hate it. But again, reading Song of the Cell, absolutely fascinating. I mean, we're now talking about the structure of the cell, the fact that it has a sort of, what is it called, like a cytoskeleton that helps it maintain its shape and its movement, and that, what is it? It's don't just do something, stand there. I thought that was kind of an interesting perspective on it. That whether this is, I don't know whether this is an early example or whether this is something that's new, but the idea that the cell's job is not so much to do anything as it is to try to maintain itself. Like its job is just to maintain its structure and its activities, and in doing so, they are complemented by numerous other different cells as well, and how you start with one cell and then that differentiates into different ones. I guess they're talking about the stem cells. We've now moved from sort of the internal structure of the cell to reproduction. We just started reproduction and mitochondria, of course, which he was laughing at the fact that kids all rolled their eyes and goes like, it's the power source of the cell is the mitochondria, and how boring that is to kids. But the reality is you have to somewhat be awed by the fact that we could figure that out. Like, how the heck did we figure that out? And just how this combination of cellular, I guess, would it be molecular or cellular biology? That cellular biologists were looking at cells and breaking them down into components by spinning them in centrifuges and stuff. At the same time, there were these microscopes that are getting better and better and better at seeing more and more and more, and then electron microscopes and tunneling microscopes and stuff, and just how the collision of these two different types of scientific approaches and technologies allowed for these massive discoveries. Like, basically, I think they were saying between, I can't remember what we said now, it was like the early, from 1940s around there, like 40s to 60s, there were these amazing jumps in understanding. And there's still things that there's still things that were extraordinary to me that we really didn't understand how, I think it was mitochondria. We didn't understand entirely how that worked until like the 70s or something crazy like that. Again, I cannot wait to talk to there you go, James R. Gurney. Is the title of the book not in the description? It should be in the description of the video, I think. It should be, but maybe it's not. I guess I thought I'd done that when I set up. But thank you. Yes, it's The Song of the Cell by Siddhartha Mukherjee. It is wonderful. I am so enjoying it, and there's a bit of cells for dummies for me, so it is not beyond my understanding, though I definitely have to concentrate, and I have gone back a few times to pick up stuff that I think I may have lost track while going like, when is this over? This is horrible. My elliptical hell. So my wife is trying to talk me to using the bike. She's got one of these little bike things. Like I cheaped out. I didn't buy her the Peloton. I probably should have. I'm such a cheap bastard. But it just seemed like a lot of money for nothing. Anyways, I got what the top rated smart bike for her other than Peloton. And so she's been using that. She really quite likes that. She keeps telling me I should do it, and I keep pretending that it's a girl sport and that I have to do real manly stuff, which is outside. I don't know what it is about going outside. There's something about going out to this freezing cold ice box of hell, putting on a pair of socks on my hands in order to do it, and then listening. I for some reason, it makes me feel like I'm actually exercising. It's some kind of manly man stuff. It's some kind of, I don't know, ridiculous, probably damaging approach to my life. But anyways, for some reason I like it. 10% of watching live really are check? No. Is that true? Do you think that Stargate franchise will still have a chance to return screens in the future? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Absolutely, I absolutely do. Whether it will involve me or not is probably unlikely, or the old crew. But I keep pitching this to everybody. I'll say it to anyone who will listen. I keep saying we should do Stargate Academy. And I will be Vice Principal McKay, and maybe Sam Carter as the principal. And I would be like Snape at a school for brilliant young things who are going to learn about the Stargate program, and we're the teachers, and they're the students. And then you can have all your young, sexy student stuff that everyone seems to love. The film industry is still obsessed with people between the ages of 18 and 34, and the reality is that we're all getting older. I prefer to watch older people at this point. The young people are fun too, but it's the reality is the population is moving older. I think we have to start skewing some of our stuff towards that large population. Anyways, but in their obsession with youth and the vitality of youth, I would say then you get all your kids, and you get to bring back all the old Stargate people when they're available, and they can come in and do an episode or two. In my case, because I'm completely available, I would be there every day as vice principal. That's a whole other one. Vice Principal Snape McKay would be me, and that's my pitch for the whole thing. I hope they do one. I don't know why they wouldn't. Frankly, it seems like such an obvious thing to do. So, au revoir, Laura Richards. Are you off? Sleep well. Have fun. Merci beaucoup. My French is bad. Ma français c'est terrible. Reminds me of the Stargate 200 episode where they mocked the idea of the teen actors being replaced by OG actors. Yeah, well, that's it. Older actors are the best. It depends, Shelley Bell. There's nothing more wonderful than discovering some young actor who's doing a great job and watching their career and stuff. But yeah, I think there's just this hyper focus on whatever the new thing is, and I don't know what that is exactly. It's so funny watching all these old horror movies, because you very much realize in looking back how the industry was just run by creepy old white guys. It really was. It's just extraordinary. It's so abundantly apparent in the films that you see. I'm not saying I don't enjoy them still. I'm a creepy old white guy, but it's this obsession with youth. Oh my God, this is so awesome. Hi. Well, Kinky Mustard, who has a wonderful name. God, I could go for some Kinky Mustard on a steak. That sounds great. Why not use AI to de-age all of you and keep using the original cast? They can't de-age my creaky knees. Yeah, you can. That's an interesting thing, actually. We used to discover all of our young stars when they played younger versions of the existing stars. So River Phoenix showed up because he was playing young Indy. Admittedly he'd already had a career already, but that brought him to a worldwide audience and stuff. There were people playing these younger versions were opportunities for young actors to get in the limelight. Now with the de-aging, which I don't like it. I guess when it's done well, I guess eventually it'll be done well, but it's not just taking out the wrinkles. There is a manner to the way people move when they're younger. There's a a bounce to the step that us older folks don't have and stuff as much. I mean, you notice it. You definitely notice it. I mean, I was talking about this earlier, but there's a film that I'm really hoping is going to happen later this year, and where I'm playing a real person, and it would be probably just as easy to hire someone to play that part and then do a face swap or a deep fake type approach to it, and you could probably get away with it. It would probably work really, really well, especially if you sort of shot around it. But the fun of it is that you're going to see someone trying to be someone else. And I think that's part of the fun. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't do fake face swapping stuff. Absolutely. You know me, I'm a tech evangelist. I'm a tech optimist. I am the worst case. I'm exactly the problem with technology, because I will blunder forward with this stuff thinking it's the best. I was all over NFTs. I was like, every new technology that comes across, I'm like, this is great. It's like a kid in a candy store. I don't think of how stupid they are until later. And I will vehemently support I remember these huge arguments with friends about NFTs and stuff. I still think they're a really cool thing. It's unfortunate they've sort of turned into this whole crypto bro thing. That's not, again, that's not what this is about. But just the idea is that I am what I guess they would call an early adopter, and that I love these new technologies as they come up. And it's one of the reasons why I love doing this email of awesome awesomeness, is I get to, instead of flitting around social media like I've been doing up until basically last year, where you're just going from one little story to another, where it's like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Let's gather up all these cool things and put them in an email. That was my original idea. And then I was like, wait a second. I'm not learning anything. I'm being entertained. Science is being used to entertain me. I am not really learning the ins and outs of these various different things. I'm not even learning even if these are real in many cases, where I'm just like, wow, that's really cool. There's a little explanation. It seems legit. You put it up there. Woohoo. Whereas now I'm getting to go and because I'm spending more time on the reading of this stuff and actually reading articles and watching multiple videos on subjects, I get a much better understanding of it. And I think a much more enjoyment out of it, for that matter, So it's kind of a revelation to me. I'm entirely selfish. I do all this stuff because I like doing it. I am amazed that people show up for this. And, like the fact that there's like 86 people here watching a sweaty old Stargate actor talking about his miserable exercise regime and whatever takes his fancy or people ask about is extraordinary. And I welcome you, and I thank you very much for being here. But I do this for me. This is my reward for exercise. It is also my way of guilting myself into doing it on a regular basis. So, are you coming to any conventions anywhere near Indiana this year? I don't think so. Onyx, Draconis. The only ones I know of right now are in England and in Europe. So there's one in, I'm going to Prague, because David Nickel has been hounding me to go there, because David Nickel is God in Prague, is sci-fi God. So I'm going to be kowtowing to all his damn fans there. But anyways, I'm just dying to go there. It'd be fantastic. And I can't wait to go and see Prusa and see his Prusa labs and stuff there. So there is that. There is a Basingstoke one, which is, honestly, if you can get to Basingstoke, it looks like that's the one to go to, because there's so many Stargate people there. I don't even know how they're going to do it. There's so many Stargate people there. Anyways, SuperCon is in Florida. I've never been to that. I've never been invited to that, Mark LaPointe. That is so true. Lately, I've been putting on physics videos to listen to while falling asleep. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. How long has the stream been a thing? I am saddened I didn't find this stream earlier. Oh, God. Well, Jukebox Hero, you're missing nothing. It's like this every week. Every day I do this, basically. But if you do want to go back, I put them all on YouTube. They're on my D Hewlett on YouTube. They're all archived there. I don't know why you don't want to watch them, but if you want to go back and see some of the silliness, then please go ahead. And there's huge embarrassing gaps in my workout that is abundantly apparent to everyone. So, and that's the whole point of this thing, is in a way, is just to sort of freak me into it. Bunking with Zelenka. Yeah, no kidding. I know. Zelenka, could you please explain to these people that I would like this as a drink? Yeah, it's gonna be horrible. I'm second fiddle to Zelenka. It's gonna be a nightmare. I hate that none of these cons are set at Finland. Yeah, no kidding, Cheekstream. Me too. Let's get a Finland. Let's get a Finnish convention going. Okay, Cheekstream, your job, should you choose to accept it, is to see if there's gotta be some conventions out there. There's gotta be. And if there aren't, let's start one, because I'm dying to go to Finland. In fact, one of the producers on this film is from Finland, and I would love to. I'd love to go say hi to him as well. So let's figure out a Finland one. That'd be awesome. I would absolutely love for you to come to Oz. Oz? Austria? Is that Austria or Australia? AUS. Or Austin. Was it Austin? That's so global here. What do I know? What is Zelenka actor doing these days? Any contact with him? I haven't talked to him for a while. Is he in Prague? Maybe he is in Prague. I don't know. David Nickel are this year of Comic-Con like a guest. David Nickel is this year as a Comic-Con guest. Comic-Con actually celebrates 5-year anniversary. Sorry, this is a Comic-Con where we rate. Where are we talking about? In Prague. Oh, then that's the one I'm going to. I'm going to Comic-Con. Am I going to Comic-Con Prague? I think that's what I'm doing. I think I might be doing that. Mecha DM says, nice, just put it out. I recently learned that apparently the original Sir Isaac Newton's Principia. Oh yeah, the Principia Mathematica is way better at explaining mathematics than most of modern math books. Apparently it was an elegant way of putting things into context, planning on getting the book because I suck at math. Really? I can't believe that Newton's thing is going to be easier than some of the stuff that's out there. Have you tried Mecha DM? Have you tried Jump Math? I've got to say I struggle with some of it. Like I feel like I need some help with understanding why they're approaching it this way. But it's also been a very long time since I've done math. All my math is done for me by brilliant scientists who then give it to writers who then write it into the scripts, and then I just learn the lines. It's very easy. I make a living by pretending to be brilliant on television. What do we got? I popped you a sub on YouTube. Oh, thank you very much. Fantastic. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to. I should. Yeah, by all means, I guess sub and then you'll know when I'm. I only really use YouTube for live right now. I'm simultaneously going Twitch and YouTube now because I'm allowed to, and which is kind of fun. It just opens it up to people, and there's some people who are much more. I am much more YouTube than Twitch. I've got to say, Twitch is something that I love. I love the way Twitch works as a streaming platform. Like it's just a wonderful streaming platform. But I don't really go to Twitch to watch stuff. I go to YouTube to watch stuff. So, James Gurney, how are you, sir? What is that? What is you talking about Latin? How do you talk about Latin? All pay homage to the Almighty God of Stargate, David Hewlett. I like the way that is talking. Go on. Saucefire, thanks for the raid earlier. There was a raid. Saucefire raided, and I missed it. I'm going to scroll back, go way, way back. This is what happens when Cal goes to sleep. Poor Cal went to sleep. Onyx Draconis subscribed. Again, thank you so much. The Norm subscribed. Jeez, I missed all sorts of stuff. That was way back when. Thank you. First time chats. I think I said, yeah, I've already said hi to Bomi123. Good stream, little bro. I already said hi to that. What else have I got? I missed anything else here? First time chat from Zoperi13 says, hey. Well, hey back to you. What else we got here? What else did I miss? First time chat. Oh my God, this is so awesome. That's a Kinky Mustard. Been there, been done that. Kinky Mustard, been wonderful. Welcome. First time chat from Jukes. Already done that one. I haven't missed a thing. What else have I got? Is that it? Everything? I don't see a raid. Go for Flubbernut. Thank you. And Cal's here. Really? Cal never sleeps. Right. He always does that. What have I done, Cal? What have I done now? I am not asleep. You're not asleep? You should be. Wow. What time is it for you, Cal? You should be asleep. Hello, Grant Jansky. Wow, that's taking me back 50% extra. Hello, Grant Jansky. Love to you and yours for the upcoming year. Try Fornin here with us. Thank you for being here with us is probably what they're trying to say. But thank you very much. Oh, God, it's a pleasure. As I say, I did this for me. So you just happen to be here. It's fantastic. And Grant Jansky, that's going back quite a ways. I am not asleep. Well, it doesn't look like you're, unless you're typing while you're asleep. Someone explain sleep to Cal, would you? Oh, Ancriitis has brought up the Nightbot, which tells me that my name is Cal, bright and cheerful. I am a rainbow of unicorns. What would anyone do without me? I am the hammer of justice, the Hewlett conscience, our truth speaker, and our little stormy cloud in the chat. Hugs. Cal. Just too easy. I need to remove that command. LOL. You laugh out loud. You don't really. You're saying you're just getting rid of it. You're dying to get rid of it. My hubby wanted to let you know that he likes you so much. You are his favorite character in Atlantis. Oh, thanks, Cheekstree. Thank you to your hubby. Your hubby obviously has wonderful taste because obviously taste in that you're married to them and also that, the taste in sci-fi is fantastic. Thank you very much. Pleasure. Saucefire rated me earlier. Oh, James, don't cross the streams. I get panicky. How is your streaming going, James? Why do I never get notifications about any of that stuff? David, aren't you going to sing happy birthday to Cal? Paper clips. I will sing happy birthday to Cal when it's is it her birthday? It's not, is it? I never know when Cal's birthday. I never know when anyone's birthday is. I blame the ADD for this. There's got to be like a term for somebody who can't remember birthdays because I honestly can't even remember my own. All right, David, here's an amazing spin for Stargate Atlantis Academy. Have at least one episode where Todd and Rodney harass each other, XD, or have Todd threaten to feed on Rodney. Yes. How do we get Todd to the Academy? Got to figure that one out. James R. is very entertaining and has an adorable chin dimple. Oh, look at you, Saucefire. Oh, what? Look at that. James R. Gurney. It's not the professor or the doctorate or any of your phage work. It's that cute little adorable chin dimple. That's what does it. It's Kung Fu Monkey's birthday. Happy birthday, Kung Fu Monkeys. Happy birthday to you, Kung Fu Monkeys. It is not Cal's birthday. I know Cal's birthday. Which is your birthday again? Anchoritis, when is Cal's birthday? What else we got here? Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. He's already on Earth, remember, last episode, season 5. Yeah, I'm there. God knows I'm stuck on Earth. We have watched all of them, loved them all. Fantastic. What was I got here? September the 30th. Oh, that's right. It's like the same month as my wife's birthday. My birthday was yesterday. Dewey 1984. Happy birthday to Dewey 1984. Happy birthday yesterday. Oh my God, if I get into there's too many people here. I'll be singing birthdays the whole freaking time. What do you think this is? Cameo? My sister was asking about Cameo the other day. I saw Kate yesterday because my sister's, my mom has had her knee replaced. So my sisters have been taking turns to go and stay there. I don't because I'm a terrible son. I just go periodically. I bring food, I make her laugh, and then I leave again. And although I must admit, I did bring a change of underwear and a t-shirt and a toothbrush just in case she needed me to stay. So if she needed me to stay, I was there. But as I said to Jane, I said, I'll bring it on the understanding that if I bring it, I probably won't need it. So my hope is that I wouldn't have to stay. Because you have to sleep on her sofa. She's got like no room, tiny little space. It's great though. It's nice. It's perfect for her. And especially now that she's hobbling about like an old lady. I mean, my break's over, but have a good day. Oh, Jesus, Cat. 033, hi. You get back to whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. Thank you very, very much for taking your well-earned break with us. Very much appreciated. Thanks for watching this sweaty old guy. Enjoy yourself. And also, Christian, unpronounceable goodbye to you too. Or are you just saying goodbye to, maybe, who knows. For example, Christopher Heyerdahl. What do we got? Onyx Draconis, what are you doing? You're too nice. Not going to fit in here between Cal and me, the grumpy two. Thank you very much, Alex. That's very kind of you. Christopher Heyerdahl playing different characters throughout the series. Oh God, yeah. If we can get Chris, I mean, Chris is so freaking like he's on everything now. He's amazing. Mr. Clean Tracy, thank you very much for your subscription. I should look at some YouTube stuff, shouldn't I? Be looking at my YouTube chat. David Nickel may be up near Vancouver. He's on Twitter and Instagram. I think he's definitely in Vancouver. I think he's got himself a little cabin somewhere and a little boat. And I think he spends a lot of time doing that. David, your Discord server is still alive. Yes, it is. What is the command for Discord server? And I'll cut and paste it into the chat and YouTube as well. Gimpy G Gaming. Why can't we donate to this 2-bit get up? Gimpy G. When are we podcasting, Gimpy G? I got a bunch of meetings tomorrow, but can we aim for Monday again, I guess? Or what's your best bet? How are you feeling? Gimpy G was like, he was hit by the Christmas virus or the post-Christmas blues. Oh, that is a good cup of tea. I should go down and see my son. I should also go have a shower because I'm frickin' freezing. Nightbot, join the Tech Bandits Discord. Oh, look at you, Cal. You're never going to catch her sleeping. Here you go. I'm going to do this, and then I will pop it in here. If you want to join the Discord, this is the place to do it. It's really fun. I got on there the other day. There's whole sections that I didn't even know existed. that have been set up and being run by everyone, and it's just it's a dynamic little place. I'm quite enjoying it. There was, we got Randy the Magic Man's in there showing off some of the escape room stuff. There's people showing off their fan caves, and yeah, I'm thinking about maybe archiving some of this stuff into actual pages and putting them on the techbandits.org site as well. Just because if it's stuff that people are interested in, it'd be kind of fun to sort of have a resource for them to look at too as well. So I'm running my illegal gambling ring out of David's Discord. Oh, good, Saucefire. Can I have a percentage? God knows I need the money. But him and David's characters harassing each other makes me laugh all the time. Well, you should watch Kate and me trying to look after my mother. It's freaking hilarious. Someone should have filmed that. It was like a web series right there. SG and Bandit Brothers are the reasons we are together today with my hubby. Oh, really? And Bandit Brothers? I have to confess, I've never seen Bandit Brothers. God, I should watch that, I guess. I'll let you wet your whistle. Thank you, Saucefire. Gimpy G, Monday's great. Oh, fantastic. And how are you feeling, bud? You feeling better? All right, so let me get some ASMR for you. That's for Cal. That was just for Cal. All right, I better wrap up. Love Me in Shape of Water. Thank you very much, Mr. Fleming. Indeed. The character I was gonna play originally in his next movie, oh my God, have I seriously forgotten? Nightmare Alley. Well, thank you, Jane. Voice from somewhere. Jane is like Google or Amazon. She's like, you just have to like sound confused and she'll have an answer for you. It's like James Gurney. I basically married a female James Gurney. Nightmare Alley, originally he had me as I was a key cutter, and my company was called Fleming and Son, and it was like literally like a callback to my character in Shape of Water, and which of course I wasn't thoroughly flattered. But then there was a whole mix-up called COVID and lots of rescheduling and stuff, and so he ended up asking me to do this interrogation part, which was, I gotta say, like way cooler. It was like way more fun. And I don't think I actually had a name, but maybe I did have a name, and I can't remember now. David was originally going to be the fish man, but was considered not fishy enough. Thank you, Saucefire. It's true. I didn't have the gills for it. Plus Doug Jones. Come on, that guy's freaking awesome. I would rather see him do just about anything. I watched an old stream where you did mustache ASMR. Whoa, really? Well, did I get the mustache up there in the microphone? Is that what I was doing? We got it. Doug Jones rarely plays a human, and yet he adds a humanity to his monsters that I don't think that he is. I mean, he is like an old school monster movie star. Like he may never play humans, but he adds a humanity to them that is both extraordinarily touching. It's genius. He's genius. He's absolutely, not to mention, he is one of the most lovely human beings you could possibly ever meet on the planet. And if you ever see him at a convention, line up as long as it takes. Him and, the other one, him and Elijah Wood, two of the nicest humans I don't even know Elijah that well. I only met him at conventions and stuff. But having worked with Doug, I mean, Doug is just extraordinary. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful human being. Doug makes all his characters humans by his acting. Yeah, absolutely. What do we got? Have you been with RDA on one? I have not been on RDA. I'm actually really looking forward to that at Basingstoke, because Basingstoke, I believe RDA is going to be there too, along with Sam Carter, along with the fabulous Amanda Tapping, who's always lovely as well. So yeah, there should be really fun actually. What else we got? Monday's great. Sci-fi. David, love you in SG1 and SGA and Dark Matter. Is there hope for you appearing in the future Stargate from? I would look. All they have to do is ask Sci-Fi Quest, and I'm there. Gimpy Gaming is meh, so still not feeling that good, huh? God, that sucks. Sorry, I'm burping away into the microphone. That's lovely, isn't it? What a professional am I? Would you ever go back to Murdoch Mysteries? Yeah, Ryan, dude, I was like pitching them on like, well, he should have like a brother who comes back and and is determined to become like a detective like Murdoch because his father because his brother was killed. Like I was pitching him everything. I was pitching him left, right, and center. I loved doing that. It was so much fun. A wonderful part and getting to work with Angela again. I hadn't worked with her since Traders. It was lovely. And Pete Mitchell, who was the showrunner. Oh God, I'd love to do that again. I had so much fun. I mean, it's a lovely little show. It really is. I'm too handsome to be the fish guy. Look at you, Shelley Bell. Suck up. Chris Hardall and Chris Judge should both read audiobooks. Yeah, no kidding. Well, Chris Hardall's got to have done some games, right? I mean, Chris Judge is a legend in gaming, right? Because of his God of War stuff, which is just magnificent. When did we get Dog's Breakfast 2? Ha ha! The heir of the dog. Seriously, that was so much fun. I'm so glad, Brad. We talk about it all the time. I'm still a member of your Discord. Thank you. We rate. Very good. I'm glad you're there. Hope it's of some use to you. Yeah, feel better, Lance. That just sucks. Meh is not good. When if Lance is saying meh, it ain't good because he's like that guy. That guy is amazing at putting a positive spin on even my old grumpiness. Dog's Brunch, indeed. Amazon got the hands on it, right? Yeah, Amazon's got it. Kinky Mustard. If you're talking about Stargate, they've got Stargate. I can't imagine they won't do anything with it. It just seems like they should do that. Seeing Richard Dean Anderson would be like, I don't know what. And even if you have not met him, I've met him. Sorry, Cheekstree. Yeah, I've met him numerous times. We worked on a couple of shows together, but or at least a couple of episodes together. And he's great. He's terrifying though. He's terrifying. He's like an old school TV star. I'm like, dude, you are in control here. I bow to you, sir. It's really interesting to work with him. Remember the golden rule: if it is sucks, it's not your fault unless you direct it or produce it. I don't know, man. I've directed some terrible stuff, and I would say, while some of it's my fault, I would say there's definitely other people to blame as well. But anyways, is he as nice as he seems? Oh, he's lovely, Cheekster. He's absolutely lovely. Sorry to hear you're feeling crappy, Gimpy G. Yeah, James. Maybe there's a phage or something that could help him out. Is it respiratory? Lance, is it respiratory stuff you're dealing with, or what is the, if you don't mind sharing, what is the malady? Kratos, boy. Yes, boy. He's got I can't even try to do his voice. Yeah, my favorite actor. It's so cool interacting with Rodney. Joe Joko. I wish. Sorry, you just got the dumb guy who played the smart guy. That's all. But there's a few McKayisms. I can be a bit of a jerk sometimes myself. James, send him 20 cc's of phage, stat. What do we got? Is the Lance got a response there? Yeah. My time is out. I go to sleep. All right, we rate. You go. Sleep well. Go see your dentist. It's very important. Just ask Tammy Paquin. Have a great night. Thank you so much for coming by, and we'll see you on the Discord, I guess. We'll see you all in the Discord. Golden rule is those with the gold make the rules. Yeah, no kidding. What's that from? I love that quote. You should voice act in next God of War. How cool would that be, wouldn't it? I want to be in Cyberpunk. That's what I want to be. So they are getting Hank Green to play the next Rodney. Well, that would be great. Oh my God, could you imagine? He basically is a kind of a Rodney, isn't he? People who have met RDA say he's a grandpa. Yeah, he's like grandpa. It's very true. Yeah. He just looks younger than I did, which is irritating. Time for me to go sleeping. You go, Norm. It's getting late here in France. Well, bonsoir, monsieur. Merci beaucoup pour votre attention. Bonne nuit. That's my attempt at French. Cal gets mad at me, though, if I try to speak French. If I try to speak any languages, she tells me off. She says we should do all this in English. All right, I got to go. This is way past the 30 minutes I'm supposed to be doing here. You did fit in Cyberpunk with their writing God. I love 2077. Yeah, oh, man. Well, Baz is enjoying it. Thank you for your kindly words. You're welcome. Still my hero. You never meet your heroes. It's always a disappointment. All right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna rock and roll. Who beat this cancer? Was it Hank Green beat the cancer? Is that right? Because he's amazing. I watched all of his stuff, and then plowing through all of his crash courses, which are amazing as well. He hosts some of them, not all of them, but it's just an amazing series. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. I've got emails of awesome to work on. I've got fabulous sons to go and talk to, and brilliant, beautiful wives to talk to as well. So I will say, be brave, be kind, be brilliant. And until we geek again, I will say cheerio and huzzah. I'll see you later. God.